Hello, I'm Karen Elgersma, cooking up a storm with the 3 authors of Sea Salt right here in my own kitchen. And you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, clever ideas for affordable housing, hope for those struggling with addictions, and Dave Lenham's Top 10. All that and much more on Go Island. Hello, thank you so much for joining us on Go Island. We have a delicious show for you today because we have the 3 authors of the brand new cookbook, Sea Salt, Recipes from the West Coast Galley, right here in my kitchen. And this is a one-of-a-kind cookbook. I am a foodie. I collect cookbooks. I've never seen anything like this before. You are gonna have to buy a copy for everyone you know who either has a boat or just loves to cook. What a terrific idea. Lorna, tell us about the vision behind Sea Salt.
We're a family of boaters and we're a family of cooks. And there isn't an event in our family that doesn't include food. We've been recreational boaters here on the coast for, ever since 1989 when our beautiful boat was built here in Sydney. And my husband Bill and I and a crew of 8 have done a considerable amount of racing over the years, from Swiftsure to Van Al 364 times. So one of my responsibilities for all of these outings, whether it was recreational or racing, was food planning and preparation. For a number of years, I kept saying to my 2 daughters, you know, someone should do a cookbook for boaters. And finally the girls grew up. One being a writer and the other budding chef, and we finally had the team that were able to put the book together.
The recipe we're going to do today
is candied salmon and corn fritter.
Oh yes it is. We're going to show you how to put that together in just a moment. But first, housing. It continues to be such a challenge for people who don't have a high income, especially on Vancouver Island. But there are groups that are coming together to find very innovative solutions, including a group of people out in Souk. I'll let Nikki Iwanishin explain. Thank you for bringing us that story, Nikki. We are here in my house cooking from Sea Salt, a brand new cookbook that really suits the West Coast lifestyle. One of the things that you focus on in the book is breaking the chapters down to experiences. So it's not just about cooking, it's about having a picnic, inviting the people, if you go to a marina, to come for appies on your boat, those kinds of things. And what is the secret to having a successful foodie picnic experience?
Well, I think as boaters, one of the romantic aspects of being a boater is anchoring your boat and rowing ashore with a picnic. And because we're foodies, we're not going for your typical kind of, boring old picnic food. We up the ante a little bit. So some of the things we've brought today are our layered quinoa and bean salad. We've got that in a nice glass jar, and that travels really well. This is our strawberry and rhubarb square that we've made with some local rhubarb. This is a lavender shortbread. So we love shortbread, but we wanted to try and find a way to, again, up the ante, and lavender has such a lovely lemony note. This is our apricot and almond chicken wrap.
Okay, and if you were going on a picnic and somebody pulled this out of the picnic basket, you would just be like, oh, that's so cute.
It's very cute.
Martha Stewart, eat your heart out. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but it's just so adorable.
Okay.
Yes.
And, we have the lovely glass bottle. Some people might want another more portable option, but this is just so beautiful. So
it is.
This is our foodie-friendly picnic.
And there's so many ideas in this cookbook, as well as ideas on an entree that we are putting together right now. I'm so excited. It smells so good. We're going to show you how to make this recipe. But first, there's a group on Vancouver Island that are working with people who struggle with addictions and giving them a new lease on life. James Green explains. Thank you for that story, James Green. We are here in my kitchen in our sandwich. I wish you could smell all the beautiful fresh food. Why? Because we are cooking recipes out of Sea Salt, the brand new cookbook, Recipes from the West Coast Galley, written by a mother and 2 daughters, or 2 sisters and a mom, however you like to say it. And this book truly has been inspired by all the fresh food we can get here on the island, hasn't it?
Yes, absolutely. Living here on Vancouver Island, we feel so fortunate to have so many wonderful food producers around us, whether it's blueberries grown on the Saanich Peninsula, hazelnuts grown grown in Chemainus. Lots of boaters love to dock up in Cowichan Bay, wander up to Hillary's Cheese and True Grain Bread, which are right next to each other, and fill up their basket with all sorts of goodies for their picnic. So we feel so fortunate to be able to use all this, and it's right in our backyard. And that leads me into the candied salmon from Hardy Boys, which is located in Port Hardy. And one of the things that they do up there that we absolutely love is the candied salmon. It is truly delicious.
We are going to show you how to turn this already delicious candy salmon into a fabulous recipe that comes from this great cookbook in just a moment. And also coming up, Dave's Top 10. Always entertaining, so stick around. Welcome back to Go Island. We are in my kitchen in North Saanich, cooking with culinary artist. I like that, culinary artist. That's what I'm going to call you. Hillary Malone, one of the authors of Sea Salt, the new cookbook, Recipes from the West Coast Galley. And I'm not a boater, and I am just as excited about this cookbook as any other one because it really is about the West Coast lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Speaking of West Coast lifestyle, what West Coaster doesn't like candied salmon? But this is candied salmon and corn fritters. So tell us about this recipe.
This is a recipe that we have in our brunch section. Many boaters love to do brunch instead of getting up early naturally. They like to sleep in. So what I'm going to do today is create my wet mix here. We've got about a 1/4 cup of cream cheese. I'm going to add in 1 whole egg and 1/3 of a cup of whole milk. We're simply going to stir that up together. Make sure it's all combined and your yolk is distributed throughout. And we're going to get together our dry mixture. We've got 1/3 of a cup of cornmeal, 1/3 of a cup of whole wheat, this is just all-purpose flour. And then we're going to be adding in a 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda.
Excellent.
We'll give this a quick stir and season with salt and pepper. So we're simply going to take some of our beautiful Hardy Boys candied salmon and some fresh chives that I've just cut up, and a little pre-cut, beautiful summertime corn.
Nice.
And we'll just put this to the side and let it rest as I get my pan ready to fry these fritters.
And while she's doing that, we are going to head out to talk to Dave Lenham, because Dave Lenham has put together just for you his top 10. Well, this is sizzling up because we have to taste it in a few minutes. We're going to take a quick break, but don't go away because we have more from Sea Salt and the breakdown. This week we have Dana Hutchings on, Dan Kahn and myself. We're talking about social media camp, and we're talking about whether social media, does it work? Does it really work? The breakdown, social media. I think it does work. I'm going to take a picture of this and tweet about it in a moment. But first, Hillary, are you going to finish putting it together for us?
I will. We've just fried up our beautiful little candied salmon and corn fritters. I'm going to put it on the plate here. I've got some beautiful Saanich Peninsula greens. You can just lightly dress those, make it a meal. Give you your greens.
Nice.
We like to serve this with a little beautiful sour cream.
Oh.
Some of that acidity is just going to cut the sweetness.
Nice.
And also you'll find in our toolbox section, we have a beautiful habanero red pepper jelly that we think goes so nicely with that. I've got some fresh microgreens that I just cut this morning just to finish that plate off.
I got my fork and knife ready. You know I'm going to taste that. But first, what's going on over the next couple of weeks as far as getting all sorts of promotion around our brand new cookbook? There's a book signing coming up at Monroe's, I understand.
Yes, that's on May 25th. That's on Swift Shear Saturday.
And you're going to be in Cowichan Bay
And
this
we're
weekend?
going to be in Cowichan Bay this Sunday, the 19th, for the Prawn Festival.
Oh, love it. And one of the things that I have said over and over again throughout the whole Go Island show is this is not just a cookbook for people who boat, although every boater has to have it. It's a cookbook for anyone who loves West Coast living and West Coast cooking. Thank you all so much. It's a beautiful book. I'm so excited to try it. Thank you all so much for watching. You know where to find us. I'm going to put this recipe up on Facebook, just saying, so you can find it. I love to hear from you. Follow us on Twitter, email us, send us your story ideas, your thoughts, your feedback. Tell me what you think of my dress with the anchors on it. Love to hear from you. My. So good. So good.